I was making a video about comparing the way various newspapers have reported on the Tommy Robinson demonstration in London on Saturday, and I decided to skim off one bit of it because that requires a video all of its own, and it's a little comment that the police made about the way they are policing these things. Right, I'll get on with that now. I'm Granniopteryx. So the newspaper reporting is in most cases remarkably consistent throughout, almost as if they sort of got a message on what they were supposed to be reporting. I wouldn't suggest such a thing, of course. They're all independent newspapers, aren't they? Right, but I'm just going to talk to you about the way the Mirror reported it. Tommy Robinson leads hundreds of football hooligans in London March, demanding Met Police Chief quits. And the reason they're demanding this is because they believe that there is two-tier policing. That is, the pro-Hamas demonstrators aren't getting the same sort of attention or pushback from the police as the working class people who would describe themselves as patriotic Brits. So the way the paper reports this, they're football hooligans. And then they mention Tommy Robinson. He's been jailed several times, and then they list various crimes that he's been accused or convicted of. Metropolitan Police said thousands of police officers were drawn in to monitor the protests through the capital, with as many as 400 from forces outside London. Police warned they identified groups within the protests with a history of violent disorder. So, well, okay, yeah, including those with football banning orders, people associated with hooligan groups and people formerly involved with anti-lockdown protests. All dog whistle words, all code words for white working class people. They're not mentioning because people who join protests in favour of Hamas or Palestine or Gaza or any of that sort of thing, they are protesters. In one BBC example, they were described as holding a vigil, these protesters. However, let's carry on. These are hooligan groups. They have football banning orders, and they're involved with anti-lockdown protests. And of course, if you're involved with anti-lockdown protests, you really must be a very bad person. But let's get on to the police. So the Mirror reports a police spokesman saying, "Our priority is to ensure those exercising their right to lawful protest." Just look at them all here, all these football hooligans here in Parliament Square. Okay, both of the main march and as part of the counter-protest, so they do mention the counter-protest, can do so safely. Officers will police these demonstrations, as they always do, without fear or favour. So when I read that, I thought I would just mention to you an incident recently where an Iranian protester decided to hold up a sign. So let's just get this. Let's get this up here. So he's an Iranian fellow, and he went to the edge of one of these pro-Palestine demonstrations, and he held this up: "Hamas is terrorist." There he is, and then there's the placard again. And then he's assaulted by this fellow. A very good photo of him. I have not heard that this man has been arrested. I'm just reminding you of what the police said here. Our priority to ensure those exercising their right to lawful protest both on the May March and as part of the counter-protest, can do so safely. Officers will police these demonstrations as they always do, without fear or favour. Well, let's just take a look at a quick little clip of what happened to that Iranian after he was assaulted by this man. I haven't heard of this man having been arrested. Nice clear photo of him. Okay, so this happened after this incident here. So he's been dragged out of the demo, and look at all these police. All these police officers here, and that one Iranian protester. Look at them all. Look at 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 of them. Force him to the floor, push him down, twist his arm behind his back. Now look at what this guy's doing. I'm going to run that back. Look at what they do with the placard. Look at that police officer there. You see how he's crumpling it up? That's real irritation. According to the report in the Telegraph, he was de-arrested and released shortly after, with police saying it was done for his own safety. If it was done for his own safety, if it was simply a matter of protecting him, why is that police officer there walking off with his placard and crumpling it up? Okay, and I just want to quote the police again. Officers will police these demonstrations as they always do, without fear or favour, keeping participants and the wider public safe, and responding decisively to criminal offences and any attempt to cause serious disruption. So the question is, do Tommy Robinson and his followers have a point about two-tier policing? I'll leave you to work that one out for yourselves. Till next time. Why not treat yourself or a favoured relative or friend to these magnificent examples of merch? The mugs and t-shirts come in the granniopteryx design or Grambo, with a firearm or the more deadly knitting needles. Go to www.granniopteryx.com, and whatever platform you're watching this on, please click like, subscribe and share.